Hey all, Matt here with Bobcat Bonsai, and on today's video we're going to be working on my Scots pine that I got from Jonas. If you all saw the short, you got to see how nicely these candles are coming in. Everything's coming in really lovely here. There we go. There's some candles. There's some candles here. This back little new branch that's coming in right here is growing a nice candle. That's gonna have to end up getting wired. But today we are going to be taking all the wire off of this little tree in hopes that it stays in its downward slope here. And we need to do some more work up on our top section up here to get that to close off a little bit more. So we're going to tighten that bend as well. Alrighty, I guess since I already have you in the right view, we'll just get right to it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is take this little branch out of here that we have. So the goal is, overall, we want to bring this in and basically bump this whole section out from here and get this to begin to join up top here, right? But I don't want to leave wire marks in it, so it's important not to have it pulled too tight for too long because we don't want the wire to be in there messing everything up. So first I'm just going to get all this wire off, and it shouldn't be too bad because I take that back, it is beginning to bite just a little bit in there, so we might have just got this done or got into this little tree right in the nick of time before things got bad. Sometimes things are about luck, and timing in this situation was definitely the luck. So I know you're probably thinking, why don't you just cut the wire? And normally I will, especially if it's like a thinner wire, but when it's thicker like this, it definitely it costs a lot more money. Even though it's aluminum, it still costs a lot more money. Let's take a quick zoom in here and we will see these little bites right here. So it's not horrible like on camera. That looks really bad, but I promise you it's nowhere near as bad as what it looks on camera. We're zoomed in pretty far. Come out a little bit, you still see it pretty good. Come out a lot of it, you can still see it because we looked at it, but I promise you it's not as bad as what it looks. So now I'm just going to come in here. I'm not even going to bother untwisting that because that wire has been over tortured at this point. So we're going to take off this piece, throw that into my recycle for aluminum, cut this one down here, pull that one off, throw it into my recycled aluminum, and then we're going to unwrap up through here. Okay, let's bring you in closer on this section, because this is where we're doing most of the work today. It's going to be up and in here. So I'm just going to adjust you up a little bit higher here. And now our new focus will be right in this area. So main goal here, let's get this all unwrapped so that we can begin our next steps. As you see, as I'm unwrapping it, it's already trying to open back up. So everything looks super wet and all that because we had a nice little rainstorm this morning, which I always enjoy these morning rainstorms. And then the temperature is supposed to jump back up in like the 70s today, which will be nice because it's been weird. Okay, it's hot and it's cold and it's hot and it's cold and it's hot and it's cold like that, and that gets to be a lot sometimes. So if we look, we're getting some nice a nice little crease in there. So the bend took, that first bend took. Now we actually want to bring it even tighter here to almost completely, here we go, let's get you zoom in. We want to basically completely pinch this one shut all the way, which is still going to take time yet, but that's the overall plan, is basically get that completely pinched shut up top. It looks like we actually have some buds beginning to pop down on it too from the moisture, which is weird. To me, that's weird, at least. I was always used to not getting too much luck with back putting on pines, but that's just my luck. Maybe you all have different luck than me. So, you ask me now, what is your plan to pull this one even tighter? Well, to avoid the wire scar, basically all I'm going to do is take this bandage that I just pulled off and reapply it and pull even tighter than what I had the last time, just to bring it in nice and tight. That's about it. So we're going to grab the bandage here and we're going to pull as tight as we can right up in this spot. And just keep pinching. Here we go, I'll bring you out a little bit. Keep pinching as we're wrapping it. And what this is doing is giving us the pressure we need to lock it into place. Okay? So we got that little one on there. And we're going to come back and we're going to take this nice bigger one here and just take that one and begin to wrap it around as well. And the whole point behind it all is nothing more than just applying pressure, but trying not to leave a wire scar. So since there's no wire or anything in here, at this point we could probably leave it for the next 2 or 3 years and just give it time to fuse. The only thing that we'll have to come back and do is cut the wire off that I'm about to put on here and put it back and put a new piece on. And the reason for that is I'm using the wire to hold the bandage, so I'm not putting it tight, just loose like that. That's all I'm doing with it. And it's not tight, like I can even slide my fingernail behind it, but it's holding the bandage there, which is wrapped tighter. Okay, so that's what we have going on there. Sorry, I've been fighting a really bad head cold lately, and I tell you what, I am feeling out of breath and everything else, so I apologize for the heavy breathing. But that's why. That's why the heavy breathing's going on. Let's bring us down here real quick and take a look-see. So, if we look from right here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 branches coming in. This bottom one, we definitely do not need it also. We're just gonna get in here and chop that little guy off and get rid of it. We're probably not gonna need either one of these then either, but for now, we'll leave them be. What do we want to do here? We need to take and eventually get more of a bend into this spot right here. And when that comes forward, we actually want to take this one and bring it more out like this. And just slowly begin to take it down. But I don't think I'm going to do too much else with it right now. We got the fusion that we're trying to get up there retouched. The buds are looking good, everything's growing, so we're going to leave it alone. Let me shoot it back here for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed my content, you should subscribe to my channel. And if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.